welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a one brand makeup look, which is this look that you see right here. I've noticed that I own a lot of Tarte products, from skincare all the way to their makeup line, whether it's their newest thing in the market or, you know, things that I've accumulated over the years. I thought I would do a one brand makeup look like this to show you guys how I utilize all these products, because, you know, you guys are probably like, you do a lot of thoughts on, you don't do a lot of demos. Do you actually use it? Well, I do. Of course I do. Some of these items that will be featured on my face are actually brand new to me, because I realized, well, if I'm gonna do this one brand makeup look, I need to purchase a couple of things such as foundation or, you know, like eyebrow pencil. Those are things that I haven't actually owned in the past. So anyways, if you guys are interested in seeing this makeup look, then do watch on. Alright, so I went and cleansed my skin with the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Deep Dive Cleansing Gel. I also went and prepped my lips with the Tarte Lip Scrub, because I know I'm going to be using some kind of lippy and I don't want dry patches on there. So aside from that, I also want to hydrate my skin. So I'm using this Tarte Drink of H2O Hydrating Boost. It's a very light gel type of texture that I like to use during the day. It does have a lavender scent to it. It's not too strong. It does go away after you apply it onto your face. And of course, I can't forget my forehead. I usually forget that, but this time I didn't, because, you know, you gotta hydrate all over your face and not just your dried areas. Anyways, moving right along, I'm gonna cheat a little. I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer because I don't have a face primer that's from Tarte. I'm putting it on areas where I believe that my foundation would pretty much slide off because of oil, or if it catches onto anything else, hence my T-zone area and my cheek area. I'm also going to try out a foundation for the first time. This one is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation in Light Medium Natural. I actually bought this so I can try it out in front of you guys and use it for this video. I'm going to be using a wet beauty blender, and I can tell that it's a drop applicator. So I decided I'm going to put it on the beauty blender first and pretty much stipple it / blend it all over my face. I was able to tell that it had a very light but buildable coverage. My natural skin still seeps through, which I really do like, because some foundations are just a little too heavy for me. And I chose the water foundations because it's supposed to be hydrating. I do have drier skin than usual, I guess. And as you can tell, I am struggling a little using this applicator because I can't really control this properly. Comment in the comment section down below and let me know if I'm using this right. Anyhow, moving right along, I also am going to, of course, cover up any flaws or imperfections on my skin. So I'm using the Tarte Amazonian Clay Waterproof 12-Hour Concealer in medium. I'm going to be dabbing this all over where I have blemishes and dark areas, such as the ends of my eyes, and as you can tell, I have a little bit of acne. And of course, I'm going to put it on my nose as well because I do get a little red, and I'm just going to use my handy dandy fingers to blend it right out. I don't think I really need a brush for this. I mean, some people do. I just choose to use my fingers. And of course, I gotta do my eyebrows. So this is something new as well that I picked up. This is the Tarte Architect Brow Pencil and Gel. My first impression of this is it's a 2-in-1, so I really like that. And of course, as you can tell, I don't have any eyebrows, so not only I need to fill them in, I also need to draw them in. So this little pencil end of it is really good with, like, you know, adding feathery strokes on my eyebrows, and of course filling them in and giving me that nice arch because it's slightly slanted, which I really like. And you know, I'm one of those people, I love 2-in-1s. This is a great product for me to just throw in my bag. I'm not exactly sure if it was gonna last me all day, but I thought, you know what, if it's something that's a 2-in-1 that I can carry around, that is great, because if I need touch-ups throughout the day, it's perfect. I can just go in and grab it. After filling in my eyebrows, I also want to set it, and I love how this product also has the gel side, which is great because all I need to do is just, you know, take it out and then spread it onto my eyebrows just to set it. Now I'm good to go. Now moving along on my eyes, I want to put on some eyeshadow, but before that, I gotta put on some primer. Once again, I'm gonna cheat because I don't have any type of primer from Tarte, so I'm using the Etude House Proof 10 Eye Primer, and I'm pretty much just applying it all over. The eyeshadow palette that I'm using is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Eyeshadow Quad in Apple of My Eyes. I just really like this one. I'm taking a fluffy brush and pretty much dabbing that color right there, hard for me to explain. And then of course spreading it all over my eyes, using it pretty much like a base. It's a really, really nice color, and I just really like it. And of course I'm just gonna blend, aside from just applying it on, because it can be pretty intense, and because this palette is pretty pigmented, a little goes a long way. And then moving right along, using a more tapered brush and going into that shimmery brown color. And this is when I'm gonna put it on the outer edges of my eyes and give it that more in-depth and that, I guess, shine to it, because there is shimmer in this eyeshadow. And as you can tell, it looks pretty nice, right? It's like a bronzy kind of look that I'm actually going for, I would say. And then of course, moving right along, I'm gonna take that taper brush and go in with that matte brown color and adding depth on the outer corners of my eye. And as you can tell, it did wonders, right? Like it really did lift my eyes up. I do have droopy eyes, so this is my way of pulling my eyes up a little and giving it a more awake look. So moving right along, I'm gonna take another, I guess, eyeshadow brush and dabbing it on the shimmer, on that champagne color, and pretty much putting it right underneath my eyebrows, so where my brow bone is, just to give it that pop. And I'm gonna be using a super detailed brush and pretty much adding that shimmer onto my tear ducts to give my eyes a more awake look. And of course, I'm going to go back and with that tapered, detailed brush, I'm going to put some eyeshadow on underneath my eyes, giving it that, I guess, ombre kind of effect, you know. The shimmer and the brown shades are the only ones that I'm gonna put underneath my eyes, because sometimes underneath your eyes just need a little oomph as well. Now I'm going to use a clean blending brush. This is my Sigma E25. I love it, and I suggest you all to pick one up. And I'm just going to blend all those harsh edges out, making sure that all the colors blend together, because the last thing you want is someone to come up to you and be like, girl, you need to blend out your eyeshadow. And that is not what I want, because that's not cute, right? So after doing all that, and of course making sure that everything looks good, I'm gonna line my eyes, not tight line. And I have this Tarte So Fine Micro Liner. This is new for me as well. It's a little stiff for my liking, I would say. So as you can tell, I did struggle a little when I winged out my eyeliner. And yes, I always like to wing it out because I like to bring up my droopy eyes, like I said before, so therefore I always do a cat eye. And of course, I don't do it the same way as, you know, I guess how YouTube raves it, where you're supposed to do the flick first. I kind of just free draw it because I know my eyes well enough to do that. But of course, whatever is more comfortable for you guys. Everybody has their own way that pretty much works for them, right? So aside from, of course, adding eyeliner, I gotta put something on my lashes, right? So I'm gonna be using fiber lashes from Tarte as well, and of course the Tarteist lash paint. I'm gonna apply the mascara on first because I believe there needs to be something to tack it down with the fibers. So I thought I'm gonna put the first layer of mascara on and then apply on the fibers, which that should give me that really voluminous
lashes, but it didn't actually do much for my eyelashes this time. So I'm not sure, am I doing this wrong? I just thought, well, if I put it on my plain lashes, then there's nothing to latch onto. But yes, I'm gonna also coat my lashes again with mascara to make sure that everything pretty much sets in place. I don't curl my lashes because they don't do much for me, those curlers. Now I'm good with my eyeshadow. I want to highlight my face, and I am using the Tarte Amazonian Clay Highlighter in Expose Highlight. I believe this is their only highlighter. I could be wrong. I mean, I'm sure they came out with that palette. But I'm just going to put it on my C-bone area, so pretty much underneath my eyebrows all the way to the top of my cheekbones, because I want that pop, because look at that highlight. Right on. Love it. And of course, I'm going to put it on my nose and the top of my Cupid's bow. Moving right along to blush, I'm using the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Blissful. I'm just going to pop it on my cheeks. I love this pink color. It matches my shirt, and it just makes me look pretty healthy, right? Now the bronzer. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Bronzer in Park Ave Princess. This is the only one I own, so I'm going to be using this to pretty much sculpt out my face, or I guess my cheekbones, because I want to make that area stand out. So I'm putting in the shadows on underneath my cheekbone area. I'm pretty much dragging it pretty much down to my mouth, and of course I'm also going to add it along my jawline area. I can't forget about that area. And of course, making that fish face would totally help. And I'm not going to forget about my forehead as well, because you don't want it to look a little, you know, uneven. I'm going to pick up a smaller brush and pretty much contour my nose. I'm just adding some bronzer where my natural shadows would go and pretty much make it stand out even more. Moving right along to my lips, I'm using the Tarte Amazonian Butter Lipstick in Sangria. I really like this color because it's a, I guess, berry type of pink, and it really matches my shirt once again. And I love the formula of this because it's super creamy, it glides on really nicely, it's highly pigmented as you guys can tell. Just a quick swipe or two and all that color comes right on. It's not something that lasts long, but that's alright. Voila! And now I am done!
So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if so, remember to give me that thumbs up. I do try to upload 1 to 2 new videos each week, so make sure you are subscribed and click on that bell for that little notification, and I shall see you guys in my next one. Bye bye for now.